Hi, and welcome to the live stream. We're live on both Facebook and YouTube right now. If you have any questions or comments or concerns or whatever, put them in the chat box below and we'll be answering a bunch of questions tonight. I'll hop right into the chat here. ET from Cambridge, Ontario. Good to see you here. Carlos says, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining. I appreciate that. Buenas tardes, Jerry. Another Ontario here. All right, we'll give some people time to get in and then we'll get started. Aloha, y'all. California. Good to see you here. And thank you for being a channel member, Vato Chingon. We have Jacqueline over there on Facebook. V says, hello, everyone. Welcome to the live. Make sure to hit the like button. Thank you. Thanks, V. And I appreciate you moderating these chats over on YouTube. All right. Do you have any questions? Here's one. Where are you two? We are in Querétaro, Mexico. Will you miss Guelaguetza this year? Yeah, I think that's in July or August in Oaxaca. We won't be making it. Alaska says hi. Oh. Oh. No. Here's a question. Was it any problem keeping your car in Mexico? Any paperwork you had to do? There's not really problems. They're just fees. So, Alaska, we're trying to do a live stream. Quiet. She wants all the attention right now, right as we start. She was perfectly quiet before this, but now it's like roll, roll, roll. But as for the car, so if you bring a foreign plated car into Mexico, you have to stop at or near the border and get something they call a TIP, which is an acronym for temporary import permit. And depending on the age of the car, you're paying between about $260 to $460 for that car. And then you're going to need car insurance in Mexico, but most states in the US, you need to keep your car insurance active in the US. Otherwise, like your registration will no longer be active. So you have two insurance expenses and you have the expense of bringing it into the country with that temporary import permit. So as long as you pay all those fees, you're fine. However, you only get that temporary import permit for 180 days. So if you get residency, or well, after 180 days, your car would be illegal in the country. So then you have to leave and come back with the car. But if you get legal residency in Mexico, you can continue renewing your temporary import permit as long as your residency is valid. So that's basically what you need to know. And if you do not have that temporary import permit, they can legally impound your car, and the fees to get it out of impound are often more expensive than the value of the car itself. So it's critical that you have that temporary import permit if you're leaving the free zone. Anne asks, hi, Jordan and Mai, do you plan to do any more Mexico travel videos? Yes, absolutely. We're dealing with quite a bit of things at home now. From Mai has a foot injury that she's dealing with. We've been looking for a new home and we're moving into a new home. Well, I'm moving into a new home and maybe her at some point in the future. And then we're also car shopping. So we have a lot of stuff going on here that isn't allowing us to travel much. So you'll notice that I released 4 Vegas videos plus a 5th one on someone else's channel. But I made all those videos in one trip. Maria asks, why'd you decide to settle down in Querétaro? After traveling all around the country, was looking for a home, and Querétaro seemed like a nice place, and it's pretty, it's safe, it's conveniently located to a lot of other places in the country. What else? Perfect weather year round, or as close to perfect as you can get. Okay, just going to block someone here. We have 2 people asking, when are we taking you to Vegas?
You tell me. No.
Have you ever seen a UFO?
No, I don't think so.
Or any other kind of alien?
No.
Who's better at football, soccer, USA or Mexico? Any plans to make any Baja California videos? Yes, absolutely. So I want to go to Cabo and La Paz, and there's some other places.
Valle de Guadalupe.
Valle de Guadalupe, sí. I'd also like to do like Rosarito, Ensenada, that area, which is close to Valle de Guadalupe.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, are Mexicans surprised when they hear you speaking Spanish? Only if it's in a tourist area where it's like mostly Americans and Canadians who the vast majority of them speak no Spanish whatsoever. But otherwise, no. Let me know if you see any that you want to click on.
Thank you.
Deborah asks, my husband is Mexican national and U.S. citizen. Is it easier for us to get a loan for a mortgage? I assume you're talking like a mortgage for a house in Mexico. Only if, to my knowledge, I think only if he has credit history in Mexico. Do you know?
I don't know, honestly. Hard to answer because I'm not watching anything right now. Yeah.
Yeah, the last shows I've watched were all replays of old shows.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not watching anything special right now, so hard to answer.
Chicken Marsala says, enjoyed your collab with Jacob. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad. If you guys haven't seen it yet, that's on the channel right now. And then I also have another video that I did with Jacob over on his channel called Jacob's Life in Vegas. Are you better off buying a car in Mexico instead of bringing one from the USA? I would say if you're planning to live in Mexico, 100% you're better off buying one here. If you're just like coming to visit Mexico for a while, or you're unsure if you want to live here, well, then I would say bring your car from the US and get the temporary import permit that you need. Petrino says, wow, perfect weather year round. That's a big plus sign right there. Yeah, like that's one of my biggest considerations for a place to live. Coming to Mexico, I thought I was going to be living by the beach because like when I lived in the US, I was thinking, why would I live in Mexico and not live by the beach? Of course I'm going to live by the beach. But that's such like an ignorant point of view. Now that I've traveled around the country, I know how much there is here, and I love so many places that are not on the beach. Do you know San Felipe? Are you familiar with that?
No.
I'm not either. So I have to look that one up. San Felipe in Baja California Norte. James asks, can you own your home and land outright in Mexico? Do you have any concerns about the long-term solidarity of the claim, purchase, ownership, or is it more of a lease type thing? So, like Mexican nationals can own land and property outright everywhere in the country. If you're a foreigner, you can there's a restricted zone, and then there's the rest of the country. So in most of the country, yes, you can own your home and land outright. But if you're in the restricted zone, which is within 50 kilometers of a body of water, like not lakes, but like ocean, Gulf of Mexico, or 100 kilometers of a border, that's the restricted zone. And inside the restricted zone, you either have to own it through a trust or through a Mexican corporation. And that trust is going to be controlled by a bank here in Mexico, and you're going to pay them an annual. Well, no, it's controlled by you, but it's like I don't know how to explain this. Basically, the bank holds the trust, but you control the trust. And it's renewable forever. You just have to pay an annual fee to the bank. And then a Mexican corporation can be 100% owned by foreigners, and that can hold as many properties in the restricted zone as you want. Do I have any concerns over the long-term solidity of the claim, purchase, and ownership? To be honest, if I were wanting to purchase a property, I would make sure to go through lawyers who were very well versed in this, because there's a million things that can go wrong, and they're going to know exactly what to look for. But one big thing I would avoid is any ejido land. Yes, even for Mexicans, like Mexicans want to avoid buying ejido land as well. But it's just, yes, you can legally purchase ejido land, but you have to be working with a lawyer who really, really knows what they're doing, because there are so many things that can go wrong. And like you could end up getting your home taken from you, or end up in court, or owing a bunch more money, something like that. What do you have any more to say on this than what I said?
No, you said it all.
Okay. Leslie says, please make videos about the Baja Peninsula. You two are adorable.
Thanks.
Thank you. How's the house hunting going? Want to share?
You.
Okay. It's going well. It's done. Just going through final approval process. She's very pretty and seems nice. Well done.
Thanks. What does that mean?
If I've attempted to make any Mexican foods for you.
No. Nothing yet.
How much is a small piece of land for a house in Querétaro? So just the land without the house? I haven't done any shopping in it. I imagine it would really depend on the location, because I assume you could get it very cheap on the outskirts of the city, but like if you're in prime location, well then it could be pretty expensive. Oh, you know what? So like thinking prime location, I just saw a lot for sale, and it's in a really good location in one of the most desirable neighborhoods in the city. There's no house there, and that was the equivalent of about 300,000 US dollars for that lot. So like it can be very expensive just for the land. But I mean, you go outside the city and you can get it for $5 a square meter. So there's a big difference there. Do you want to answer this?
Yes. Hi, Justin. I'm wearing a Mac products right now, mainly. I use some other products from a Mexican company called Bisou, just like my eyeliner and my eyeshadows, but the foundation and everything, it's from Mac. I'm really loving it. So
Yeah, you
it's worth the
recently started
price.
using it, right?
Yes,
And you thought it was so much better than what you had before.
yes. It's kind of expensive, but it's worth it.
Jake with the first super chat of the night. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Do you like pineapple on your pizza? For me, usually no.
No, I will say no. I love pineapple, but not in my pizza.
I love it on my tacos, especially like
Yeah, tacos al
taco.
pastor,
You see,
but
exactly.
pizza, I don't think so. That's a very good question. We don't know yet, honestly.
That's asking when is the wedding? Okay, I'm gonna try to get to more recent comments. Can you legally work in Mexico if you're from the USA, or do you have to apply for some type of green card like the USA? I mean, it really depends on what type of work you're talking about. So like if you're working online for a US company, nothing required. If you're wanting to be in an employee role for a company in Mexico, yes, you're going to have to get permission for that. What's my favorite Mexican dish? I don't know. There's a lot I love. If I had to pick one though, like it would be very general, but I love tacos. But there's a lot of tacos I have that I don't like, but then there's tons that I love. So, how about you? Favorite Mexican?
Chiles en nogada.
That's
For the win.
I knew that was going to be your answer. Will you talk about the price increases you've seen here?
Yes. Everything is more expensive now. Some things are getting higher than others, but yeah, I've noticed at almost everything, honestly. Gas, everything, yeah. Services.
I don't think it's as drastic as in the US. Like, for example, gas here has gone from, I don't know, 19 pesos a liter to 21 and a half pesos a liter. Whereas in like certain places in the US, it's gone from $2.50 to $6. So like more than doubled in the US. And here it's increased about 10%, or maybe 15% in some places. But then that's just gas, and then there's other things. Has the recent stock market drops impacted your income? No, it hasn't. Now, if like there started being a lot of layoffs, well, then that would mean people had less money to spend and when they're shopping, and that would mean that advertisers are paying less to YouTube and less to Facebook to advertise, which would affect my income. Do they sell contact lenses in Mexico?
Yes.
Yeah, they're very common. How do you get permission to work for a company in Mexico? I don't know the process. I would talk to a lawyer who knows what they're doing. Or you can also like get permanent residency, and I believe that gives you full permission to work. Your little sweetie is a cutie. Yeah, Alaska is pretty cute. Well, which one?
What did I do? Okay. Hi. No, I can't. Honestly, I can't. It's so hard. It's harder than it looks like. So, no, honestly, I can't.
Let's talk about what Arta says. Seriously, though, I could use some YouTube advice. Been a fan of the channel for quite a while. I'd say pay attention to your analytics. Try to get your click-through rate up, and really, really pay attention to how long people are watching your videos. So try to get your average watch time per video above 8 minutes. Lena, thank you for the 10 Canadian dollar super chat. I really appreciate that. I look forward to seeing a trip with you two, and good luck with your move next month. I love your vids, Jordan and Mai is a pleasant addition. Cheers from Toronto. Thank you. Appreciate that.
No.
If it's playing on the radio, I'll listen to Bad Bunny.
Yes, but honestly, I don't like Bad Bunny. I think if it's playing on the radio, I can dance Bad Bunny. Sounds bad. Honestly, I would never look for it at, I don't know, Spotify or something else. I really don't like it.
Gregory, thanks so much for becoming a channel member. You're the first new channel member of the night. Thanks a lot. Okay. Ted needs to go away. Justin, thanks for the $10 super chat and for being a channel member. I really appreciate that. Just stopping in to say hi, Jordan and Mai. Sorry I've missed so many live streams. I understand. We all have lives, right? Okay, will you scroll? And
last time.
just don't close the stream.
Hi. Mm.
No yawning, Lasky. You're going to make them tired. They're going to fall asleep.
It's just licking me. Okay. What? No. Okay. Okay, hi Andres. He's asking if we are planning to travel to other countries in Latin America. And yes, we would love to. We haven't talked much about that, but yeah, definitely I would love to go to Costa Rica or Argentina or some other things, some other countries. Yeah, I'd love to, definitely.
But there's also so many places that we want to go in Mexico as well. So
Yes.
Are you serious? What's up with these people leaving one-letter comments? And a whole bunch of them.
Yes.
This is a question for you.
Okay. Christopher says, not trying to be rude, but wondering if you have piercings around your eyes or like stuck on. Either way, looks good. No, it are not piercings. Are just like
There's little stickers. Like,
yeah, are stickers. But no piercings.
Brad asked, not sure if this has been asked already. Do I need a work permit if I'm already a permanent resident? I don't believe so, but I'd ask someone who's more knowledgeable about that than I am. And I think a work permit would only apply if you're like trying to work for a company in Mexico. Oh my gosh. And I can't block this person because the moderator's already muted them or something, I think.
Okay.
For any mods on here, there's people who keep leaving one-letter comments and a whole bunch of them. Will you not do anything so then I can block them when I see them? Because I keep trying to block all these people, but it's not letting me because I think a moderator has already done something. But moderators cannot block. So if you could do me that favor, I'd appreciate it. Are you going to do a video with both of you in Vegas? Maybe eventually. I'm not sure when. I'd like to go back sometime this year, maybe in the winter when it's starting to get cold here and it's nice in Vegas. But thanks so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Vicky, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Second channel member of the night. I appreciate that. By the way, some people ask, hey, what's a channel member? Well, you'll get this little symbol next to your name. So there's that, and it stands out. And then like on the videos, sometimes I don't have a lot of time to respond to comments. So then I'll sort by channel members only and try to reply to channel members first. And what else? It directly supports the channel. And I think that's all I can think of at the moment. Creighton with the $5 super chat. What do your regular dinners at home look like? Any specialties or easy go-to? Well, I'm looking forward to your ramen again. That was simple but easy. We haven't had a lot of dinners at home though, to be honest. But what they normally look like is my does all the cooking. Well, except Laska's in the kitchen helping her. And then I eat it. Well, we all eat it together. Oh, there's so many spammers on here tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been able to block some now, so thank you. I appreciate you allowing me to block them. But thank you for cleaning up the feed. I know you probably didn't know that like doesn't allow me to block them. Country Bumpkin says, did you see my question about Grutas de Tolantongo? No, I didn't, but I went there a few years ago. Have you ever been there? It's in Hidalgo.
No, I've never been there, but honestly, a lot of people have told me that it was better in the past. Right now, I'm not so interested on Grutas de Tolantongo because there's a lot of people there, and I'm not like a huge fan of that. It's not as clean as it used to be and pretty as it used to be, having as a past reference. So that's why I'm not like a very interested on going there. I would like to just to have my own opinion, but not my not it's not one of the places in my top list to visit, honestly.
By the way, if you don't know what Grutas de Tolantongo is, it's these natural hot springs, but they have a whole bunch of tubs on the side of a cliff that overlook this gorgeous canyon. But in addition to that, they have this blue ass river with like natural hot spring water flowing through the river that you can go in and enjoy. And also they have these like tunnels, like these naturally formed tunnels that go back into these rock caves. And those are really cool to go into as well. Real estate websites you suggest for Alaska sees a dog and people. Real estate websites though, propiedades.com is a good one. Inmuebles. Alaska, cállate. There's a Great Dane out there.
Maybe we should close the for a while.
Maybe. Gabriel, I think you're thinking of grutas because cenotes have freezing water. Like the cenotes water is so cold. Like I think it's technically only about 70 degrees, so that might not sound cold, but you get into a cenote, especially one underground, it's freezing. Oh, I hate it's okay after you're in there for a while. And some of the ones that are open air are warmer. But cenotes are really awesome though. I love them. So many, I bet all these spammers is just one person just using a whole bunch of fake accounts. Alaska, what? Stop. No, you're staying here. the Great Dane was just wandering around out there without a leash.
Hi, Alejandra. Well, she's asking when are you going to meet my dogs? I don't know. For all the new ones here, I have two dogs, Maltese and Nishol Squinkle, the Mexican breed of dog, the one that is hairless. So I think maybe we could do that someday, but I don't know if it's a good idea to bring them with Alaska. I don't think so, but we will try to
Because
find
your
a way.
Sholo's crazy?
Because my show is crazy. Also, it's not that crazy, but my show is crazy. So
Okay, I let you
I think we will find a way to
I'm
figure out
barking.
how to do that.
Greg, did I get to your super chat? I'm trying to find Greg's super chat. Oh, there it is. No question there, but thank you so much, Greg, for the $15 super chat. I think that's the biggest one of the night. What?
I saw. Ah, yes.
Mayrita.
I really that comment makes me smile because he's calling me Mayrita, and it's not often that someone calls me that way, but I think it's sweet. And he's asking if I've done more drawings for Jordan and Alaska, and I think the last one you posted on Facebook, that it was the one that we were at the swimming pool, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, he posted that on Facebook, but no, after that one, no, I hadn't had enough time to do that again.
You did one before that, though, that I didn't post.
Ah, yes.
Maybe I'll have to post that.
Yes.
Federico.
Federico.
Federico. I'm having trouble saying your name. Sorry. When are you two going to travel together? So I think we're going to be buying a car within the next month. So I have like a couple more $1,000. I need a couple more $1,000 to be able to make the purchase. But we've been looking. In fact, before we started this stream, we were actually doing some car shopping out here in Querétaro. So very soon we'll be taking the car to nearby places. And maybe we'll hire a driver one weekend to go to like nearby Pueblos Mágicos or up into the mountains of Querétaro. There's some really cool places up there. So we might be able to do that before getting a car. James asks, is YouTube your long-term career plan, or do you have something else you're working towards? Like depends what you mean by long-term. Like if you're talking 10 years from now, I don't think I'll still be doing this. But like 5 years from now, probably. But long term, I'd like to run an investment newsletter. If we're talking like in the 5 to 10 year time range. Justin with the $16 super chat. Take that, Greg, up in his biggest super chat of the day by $1. LOL just plague. You could use a super chat so Jordan can get his eyes pierced too. Thank you. Yeah, I've been wanting some piercings.
Does that exist?
I've seen them before.
What?
Mike, thanks for this super chat. What do you think of medical tourism for pets? My dog needs the same surgery as Laska. My vet quoted $3,000 to $5,000 in Oregon. So Laska ended up getting the TTA surgery and not the TPLO. And that surgery, with everything included, was somewhere less than $1,000. So, I mean, I'm sure you can get it cheaper than that because Querétaro is one of the more expensive cities in the country. So you going somewhere else, it's going to be cheaper. But I mean, I don't know. You could see if it makes sense financially, see what the cost to travel down here is going to be. Like, I imagine it would be a lot easier if you're living in Southern California or Arizona or something than if you're living in Oregon where you're at. But yeah, depending on price of the plane tickets and all your other expenses, it might make sense. Don't do the piercings, please.
Don't worry. We won't.
Vato chingon. Yeah, thanks for saying that, but I'm actually kind of changing my mind now because I was thinking that it was just a couple of them, but as it turns out, it's like one person creating tons of spam accounts. So yeah, I like all you moderators, go ahead and block these people or do whatever you can to get them out of the chat immediately. I changed my mind. I thought I could just block a couple people and then the chat would be clean, and it's not. I'm getting a bunch of scammers still. Gary asks, what is TTA surgery? It's one of the surgery options for when dogs tear their crucial cranial ligament or something like that, which is similar to the ACL in humans. Hey girl, your makeup looks fantastic.
Thanks.
Now with Nick with the biggest super chat of the night. Beating Justin by $2. Put this towards whatever you want. I wish you both the best going forward. This is going towards the purchase of a new car, so we can do some traveling more easily with Laska. Because like traveling right now with Laska in her current situation is kind of hard because I don't know, after surgery, she was recovering for about 6 weeks. And then like after about the 6-week mark, she really hasn't been getting any better, it seems like. And she's doing all right, but certainly not 100%. So I don't want to leave her alone with a sitter or bring her to a boarding facility. And she's getting old. So like, I don't want to fly with her either. So driving places with her makes the most sense. And yeah, haven't been able to because we don't have a car. What kind of car are you thinking about getting? Ideally, I'd like something with that's 4x4 or all-wheel drive. And before doing this car shopping, I thought those things were the same thing. I thought all-wheel drive was the same as 4x4, but apparently that's different. But basically, I want something that we could drive around the city, or that we could take onto like roads going out to somewhere that's a little more off the beaten path, that maybe the roads aren't as nice, things like that. Would you consider yourself my sugar daddy? No, I consider her my partner.
Weird.
Have you been to Orizaba? Yeah, I loved Orizaba. In fact, you can go on the channel and find Orizaba video. In fact, I'm going to go do a quick search for you and post it in the chat. Okay, I'm on the channel here. Just need to Orizaba. But yeah, really cool place. And I love the video from there. So highly recommend you go check that out. Where are we at here? Okay, posting it in the chat now. Ooh, I need to close some of these windows. I forgot I left all these windows open. Normally I close all my windows before the stream starts, but I forgot. Jordan, can you make me a moderator? Yes, I can. Well, I think. I think I need to remove your comment from the screen. No, I can't right now. Not from the software I'm using. I would have to do it after the stream's over. What do you?
You missed the super chat.
Oh. Nicole now with the biggest super chat of the night, $19.99. Just because I love how you do your makeup. Thank you.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I've been like really trying to perfect it. So appreciate that. Have you thought about van life? No. I could do it for like a week, and that would be my max. I would not be happy living out of a van. Change your settings, Jordan, for the stream of subscribers only to weed out these trolls. So that's not an option, I don't think. I can do members only, but then like there's not a lot of members on this channel relative to how many subscribers I have. So that wouldn't allow very many people to see it. But yeah, I'll double check and make sure that's not an option, but that would certainly help, I'm sure. You keep the windows open, like say hi to Matthew. Oh. So windows open, like the windows behind me or behind us here. If so, but if you're talking about like, oh, windows on my computer. Oh yeah, I closed all of them. Yeah, I didn't mean to have them open. Isn't it better to block the scammers instead of just deleting them? Yeah, so I'm blocking them whenever I can. You know, we've done a lot of these streams, and this is the first time with all these spammers like this. How about your four-door sedan life? Yeah, I like that. Kelly says you can do subs only. Okay, I'll look into that. They just keep one-upping each other a dollar at a time. Justin with the biggest super chat of the night. The makeup looks solid, not gonna lie. But this is more out of principle. 21 for the win. Blackjack. No, Windows on computer. Oh, yeah. I got what you mean. It took me a little while. It's out of principle. Can you make a video on safely transferring money from the US to Mexico since the US account would get closed? I don't know what you mean by the US account would get closed. But as for a video on safely transferring money from the US to Mexico, I'll think about including that as part of a video. I don't think I would make a video just on that, but maybe as part of a video. I'm going to go into my YouTube settings right now and see if I can switch it to a subs only. Because if so, that might help. So give me one moment here while I go into the back end. Okay, clicking on this. Customization. Ooh. You're right. Okay, cool. And they have to be subscriber for, I can set it a certain amount of time. So they have to be a subscriber for a certain amount of time before they can comment. All right, cool. So hopefully that ends all these scammers or spammers, I should say. Maggie with the $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Do restaurants in Mexico use MSG in their food? Happy to contribute to the car. Thanks so much for the contribution to the car. That will help a lot. Do restaurants use MSG in their food? Honestly, I don't have a good answer for you.
What's that?
It's like monosodium glutamate or something.
Okay. I don't know.
I honestly don't know how common
I think
MSG
they
is in foods here.
I think they don't.
Jordan, are you into playing golf? Yep, I am. Maya likes to play too, but she hasn't in quite a while.
Yeah. So sad.
But also, thanks for being a channel member, Tim. I appreciate that. Okay, I think we got rid of the spammer. Sweet.
Yes.
MSG is awesome. Are you talking about Madison Square Garden? Or the MSG Sphere in Las Vegas? Richard says, I've seen it in a lot of Mexican kitchens. Okay. Felipe, thanks for the $2 super sticker. And Justin with the $5 super chat. It would have been awkward if I couldn't have typed anything after you changed the settings. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Now people have to I'm going to keep that setting. Thanks so much for telling me about that. I love that setting. It'll force people to subscribe if they want to talk shit. I love this comment. I'll make sure to have Benadryl with me. Ooh, so you can't, like, you have allergic reactions to MSG? Ooh, that's scary. What is the best way to learn to speak Spanish quickly and proper? So quickly put yourself in a situation where you can't speak your native language and you have to speak Spanish. Get yourself a partner who is fluent in the language and preferably doesn't speak your language. Put yourself in lots of social situations where it's all Spanish. Learn as much as you can through like more traditional means like Spanish lessons, whether that's one-on-one or like an online course. So I think those things will all help you learn quickly, but learning proper Spanish is going to be different because in like social situations, like you're going to be having a lot of slang and a lot of like maybe improper Spanish. So I feel like those two things are different. So maybe you want to learn proper Spanish, enroll in like real Spanish courses. What do you think? Like, how about you learning other languages? What are your tips?
I mean, yeah, I think they're exactly the same because when I was learning French, I practiced with a native speaker, and the same with Japanese and Chinese. I've never formally went to language school to learn French or Japanese or Chinese, but for me, speaking with native speakers helped me a lot to understand the language, even when I didn't never formally took classes. So
Justin with a $5 super chat. I'm allergic to MSG too, mainly because I'm a Spurs fan. Too early for dad jokes? Because you don't like the team that plays in Madison Square Garden. For anyone who doesn't get the joke. I love it. And then we have Chelsea saying total immersion. Learning Spanish through the Latino wife. It's not easy, but it's better than a book. Immersion is the best, agreed. And of course, I do recommend Rocket Languages. I think that's a really good course to get you started. But like even still, like doing an online course like Rocket Languages, you still need to put yourself in situations where you have to speak the language. Otherwise, like you're going to hamper your progress a lot. But yeah, if anyone is interested in Rocket Languages, I'm an affiliate, and if you're interested, you can go to tangerinespanish.com. It's a really thorough course and a good value too. How many languages do you know? 1 3/4. You're like fluent in 2 languages, and then your next best language is French, right?
yeah, yes.
Is your French better than my Spanish?
Yes.
Are you serious? No.
Maybe.
No. I'm going to speak all Spanish the rest of this stream. Okay, ¿qué más tenemos aquí? Mi pareja favorita en YouTube. Muchas gracias, Domizi. Wow, hablas chino?
A
Qué
little
chido.
bit. I don't use
Qué,
que chido.
qué padre. Qué cool. Back to the MSG thing. I get horrible migraines from MSG. Mai, ¿te gusta fútbol? ¿Te gustaría ir a un juego en Querétaro? Oh, no, no se llama juego. Un
Partido.
partido, sí,
Yes.
sí.
I like football, but no, I was never been to a soccer game here in Querétaro. I'm not interested on that.
Whew, that was a long 5 minutes. Yes, I
Your
forced people to
record.
subscribe. That was my evil plan all along. Kelly says, "Go Vikings." Where in Minnesota are you from? I am from Moorhead. So like right next to Fargo, North Dakota. House hunting? Yeah, we've been doing a lot of house hunting, and we're finally moving forward with a contract. Wow, that was funny. She let you know. Okay, you do the rest of the stream in French, and I'll do the rest of the stream in Spanish, and then we'll have them vote on who's doing it better.
No.
What are you laughing about?
Ça va bien? Très bien, merci.
And there you go. Let's hear the French. Sandra with the $25 super chat, the biggest super chat of the night. Thanks so much. Add this to the car fund. We will. Thanks so much. Okay, Justin with the super chat. I have a cat in my pants. That's all I know. My Spanish is bad. And you have a cat in your pants. That could be taken to mean something else as well. Adelante, Mike.
Mai, ¿tú crees que la selección de fútbol le gane a Argentina y pase a la segunda fase? Danos tu análisis deportivo. I don't know. I mean, hard to answer that.
Will you say what this is asking in English?
Yeah, he's asking if I think that the Mexican soccer team could win to the Argentinian soccer team, and I don't know, honestly. I haven't watched soccer, but I think that the Argentinian soccer team are pretty good. So I don't know. Maybe.
Jacqueline asks, are you purchasing or renting? For a car, purchasing, a home, renting. Gustavo says, I have a house on 40 acres near Querétaro if you're ever looking to get away from it all. That sounds pretty cool. Like having a nice private space for a little while. We were looking at doing some getaways in a cabin or something. Are there any hockey rinks anywhere in Mexico? Yes. In fact, there is one about 5 minutes away from my home here in Juriquilla. Wally says, you guys are beginning to smile and laugh alike. Thanks a lot. And thanks for being a channel member. Really appreciate that. Justin says, this is true. That's why I'll shut up now. When I said there's another meaning to a cat in your pants. By the way, Olawale, remind me where you're moving to in the UK again. Mai's laugh is contagious. I love it. And here, someone else saying Mai's laugh is adorable. And someone else said we laugh alike. So does that mean that mine's adorable too and contagious? Or is that a stretch? Want to pick a comment or two? And try not to close out the stream? Just scroll with 2 fingers like that.
I know. What's that? Hi Kelly, she's asking if is medical school the same as physical therapy in Mexico. No, it's not. Medical school is one institution and physical therapy school is another one. So even though both are for like a healthcare, I forgot what I was going to say. Even though you're studying something to help people with their health, no, it's a totally different program for both careers. So, and costs are different as well.
How long does physical therapy school last versus how many years does medical school last?
I mean, the time is, that lasts is the same, 5 years for both.
Okay.
But yeah, the program, I mean, the way that it's like organized, the whole program, we have similar, I don't know how to say it, like materias.
Material or like?
Like the classes you're taking are similar.
Okay.
The first 2 years, as I remember, and then everything started changing. We have specific subjects for physical therapy, and there are specific subjects for medical school. And after you finish, the difference between a medical school and physical therapy school, it's after you finish all the program at the medical school, you have to make a year of internship, where it means you have to go to a hospital and stay there and work there for a year, and then you have to make a year of community service. And at the physical therapy school, we don't have to do that internship year. So after we finish, we have to go and make a year of community service. But that year of community service, it applies to all the healthcare
all healthcare fields, like
fields.
Regardless of what you're going into. I have a question for you. When you say community service, is that working at like a public hospital or what?
It depends. If you study at a public school, as I did, you have to make your community service at a public institution. It could be a hospital. It could be a hospital, or it could be a school, or whatever, or a company. But if you are at a private school, you have to make the community service at a private place. And I think sometimes it has a cost. So,
really?
Yeah. For example, here at UAC, which means like the public university here in Querétaro, I was paying like $1 per semester. So it's
just $1.
It's pretty cheap. Yeah. And when I went to had my community service, I didn't have to pay anything, and I was paid for that. It was like a little amount of money, but I mean, I didn't have to pay anything.
Okay, cool. So your Which school was public?
Here,
Yeah.
just WAC. I mean, the only public school here,
Uh-huh.
it's like Universidad Autónoma de Querétaro.
Oh,
But it's so hard to get in. I mean,
really?
the process to get in, it's so hard, especially for the healthcare,
Medical school
medical
or
school, physical therapy school, nutrition, and all that stuff, because it's so cheap to have a very high quality
okay.
education. So that's why everybody who wants to study something related to healthcare, we go straight to get a place at the Universidad Autónoma de Querétaro. But
Okay.
when you don't get a place there, you usually go to the private schools. But the price, I mean, at WAC you are paying $1 per semester, which is
Yeah.
nothing. And at the private school, healthcare education is way too expensive.
Like how
honestly.
do you have any idea how much?
I don't remember. I think it depends on the school, but honestly, no, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, but the only thing I know, it's like way too expensive. Honestly,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I know medical school in the US is absurdly expensive.
Mhm.
Are cars more expensive in Mexico or the same? They're actually cheaper here. Unless like if you're getting a luxury car that's over like $40,000, well then taxes get pretty expensive. Let me see with the 199 super chat. Jordan, do you like to put on a rocket when you go to the bar? I have no idea what that means. Tell me what I just read.
He's asking if you like to drink a lot, of if you usually drink a lot. Ponerte cohete, it's another way. It's another way of saying if you drink a lot, or it's another way of calling someone borracho.
Okay. Rarely, on a rare occasion, but normally when I'm going, it's just like, I don't know, a couple drinks. Maybe if I'm going really hard, 4. Oh, answering my question from earlier. If there's anyone who's living in Nottingham, this is my friend. He's lived in Nigeria his whole life, and soon he's going to be moving to Nottingham. So if anyone on the chat is living there and wants to help him get acquainted or like settled in Nottingham, that would be awesome. Oh, these are from a while ago. Yes, Jordan, you are adorable. Just trying to make you feel better. Jordan's laugh is adorable. Thank you. I know you're just trying to make me feel better. Okay.
Hi Jackie, saludos desde San Antonio, Texas. Un abrazo. Hi.
Saying greetings from San Antonio, Texas. Hugs. Thanks, Jacqueline, for the super chat. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I talked to you on Instagram. Hi. I already remember you. Yeah.
Ponete cuete. Get hammered. Okay. No, rarely. Graham with the $5 Canadian super sticker. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Okay, this is for you. I don't understand it. Actually, I might be able to read this because sometimes Spanish reads a little bit similar to French.
I understood, but I don't know how to answer that in English. So I'm going to answer that in. I don't know how to answer that in French.
So the only part of this that I understand is the end of it says like, thank you for responding in French, right?
Yes.
Because that reads similar to Spanish, but the rest of it I don't understand.
My favorite French dessert, hard to choose. I love the Paris bread or Saint Honoré. It's one of my favorite ones. I had one of those like 3 weeks ago. The one you bought me.
Ah, see.
I had one. But I think all kind of desserts at the French pastry are absolutely delicious. Yeah.
Question for you: did they pay you at all when you did the community service?
Yes, but it's just a little amount of money. I mean, you cannot live with that.
Is it minimum wage or something like that?
Yes.
Okay. Michael with the $9.99 super chat. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Long-time subscriber and wishing you all the best. I appreciate that. Someone must have said it's about $1,000 a semester. Would 20,000 pesos a semester sound about right? Or do you think it's more expensive than that for like medical school? At a
It's
private.
It's more than. It's much more than that. I think so.
Okay, here's some people reacting to me not knowing what putting on a rocket means. Jordan, where'd you get rocket from? Well, cohete, like those are the loud ass bombs that people shoot off, and like sometimes they're called like rocket, right? They're a little miniature rocket. Wally says, thanks so much, Jordan. Yeah, anyone from Nottingham, let me know. Email me and I'll put you in touch with this guy if you have any interest in that. Cohete is rocket in English, so he translated correctly, literal. You're still laughing about it. Now she's laughing so hard that she can hardly breathe. Esmeralda's also laughing. That's funny. Guillermo says, love your girlfriend. She is really down to earth and has a good sense of humor. I'm happy for you both. Yeah, she really is down to earth and has a great sense of humor.
I'm back.
Cohete is also like a firearm, a gun. I didn't know that. Is it used for that here in Mexico? Like, can it be pistola?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Maybe in other Spanish-speaking countries. I know the language can vary a lot from one place to another.
Mm-hmm.
Any plans for the two of you to visit Las Vegas? Well, I'm hoping the next time that I go, she can come with. Carrie says I like her eye makeup.
Thank you.
Where can I find your email? If you go to the main page of the YouTube channel, then you click the About tab. In that, if you scroll down, there will be a place where you can click see email, and then you click to like verify that you're a human, and then it will appear. Are you still laughing about that same thing? What's so funny for you? Is it the question that was funny, or is it me not knowing what it meant? Which part?
Both.
Or the way I translated it?
Yeah. Phew. Ah. I didn't knew that.
Oh, In Guadalajara, that's what it means.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Question for you.
Will physical therapy or acupuncture be the first to try for sciatica issues? It depends. It depends on so many things. Like specifically for sciatica, I would recommend first to go and have an appointment with a specialist, and based on your pain levels, or uh, I don't know how to say it, or how much uh, like you are not allowed to make your normal life. That's the way that treatments goes. A lot of people love to try some of alternative therapy ways like acupuncture, but I wouldn't go for that as the first option. Physical therapy, it can help for sure, but I think just when the pain is not so high, because when it's a very high intensity pain, under my experience, physical therapy could be like a very slow process, and having a sciatica, high intensity of pain, it's not easy to handle for most of people. So sometimes you can start with medication and physical therapy both at the same times, and that's the way to help you with pain better. But yeah, my my advice would be to get some appointment with a specialist, like a doctor. I mean, so.
Jordan, ¿dónde aprendiste español? ¿Cuál es tu taco favorito? Gracias por responder en español. You can do it, bro. You got this. This says, Jordan, where'd you learn Spanish? What's your favorite taco? Thanks for responding in Spanish. Ok, pues aprendí español por cursos de audio y por mis viajes por México y viviendo en México. Y hay un curso, se llama Rocket Spanish, y es muy buen curso, pero necesito hacer eso más porque no hago eso cada día y tengo que cambiar eso. Y mi taco favorito es de lengua. Question for you, Mai.
Hi, Christian. No, I definitely don't like. No, the last year in Mexico, directions had gone in a direction I really don't like.
Like in what ways? Getting more dangerous,
Yeah,
or
it's getting more dangerous, especially for women, and I really hate that. And yeah, basically I did that. There are so many places that I used to go freely without any worry, and right now I wouldn't do that. And so I really hate that. For example, Guanajuato and Michoacan, I had a lot of family living there, and not being able to visit them, or not being able to travel like past the 6 p.m. in the afternoon, it's hard for me. So I really don't like that.
Andre asked, can I live in Mexico with 1,000? I assume you mean US dollars, everything included. Absolutely. Yeah, I know people living on much less, living on $400 a month budget, something like that. It just really depends on the lifestyle you want, though. And it also depends on whether you own your home or not. And even if you don't own your home and are renting, yes, you can still easily live in Mexico on that amount of money. Amir with the 19.99 super chat. Thanks so much. You guys are awesome. Had to sub to send a message. Well, didn't even realize I wasn't subbed. Yes, it's working. Your videos have helped so much in our research for moving to Mexico. Keep up the great work. I'm glad they've helped, Ed. Thanks so much for finally subscribing and for sending the super chat. Glad they've helped, and hopefully helps you have an easier move to Mexico. It is cohete. It is not cohete, it is cohete, but cohete sounds funnier. Here in Colombia, sometimes say, I don't understand.
Because it sounds different. Because it's cohete, it's like the first word, and the second word it's cohete. And cohete here for us, it could be, I think, like borracho, like a synonym of
Okay.
borracho, but it also could be a firework, and cohete is like the rocket you said. So there are two different words. Yeah, but I
Okay.
think cohete is funnier.
How's Alaska's leg? It's okay, but it's not nearly as good as I was hoping at the 3.5 month mark. Uh, but yeah, we still have to be careful with her about like her jumping up or getting too crazy, getting the zoomies, things like that. Uh, things like that can hurt her. Jerry Garcia says, "Wow, living on $400. Yeah, including everything, rent included. It's possible. Like you you rent a pretty basic, affordable place, and you cook most of your meals at home. You do your shopping in local mercados. Maybe you don't drink or you don't drink a lot if you're going out to eat. You're going out for tacos or something cheap, tacos, tortas, something like that. Yeah, it's definitely doable." Paris asks, "What are y'all's love languages? Do you know the love languages?"
The 5 love languages.
So it's words
Uh,
of affirmation, uh,
quality
quality time, gifts.
Uh-huh.
It could be giving or receiving gifts. Um, I forget the other two.
Me too. But I was thinking on that once, and I really think we are all the time using the 5 of them. It depends on the day, but we are used to that.
Alaska's love language is treats. Alaska, right? Your love language is food. Okay, I'm gonna go get her some. I'm gonna give her one of the cookies you made her.
Mm. Hi, Priscilla. She's asking if we had experienced earthquakes here in Querétaro, and actually, yes, I did. But I think Querétaro is one of the earthquakes-free zones of Mexico. That's one of the many reasons why I love Querétaro. But yeah, I remember, like, I don't remember the year. I think it was 2016 or something, that we had a very huge earthquake in Morelos. Yeah, I was about to go to work, and yeah, I could feel it. Yeah, but it was like I don't know, maybe 5 seconds, and it was pretty low. I was not even sure if I could feel that the earthquake, or if I got dizzy. But in the end, I asked to so many of my friends, and we actually felt it. But it's like the only time I'd felt an earthquake, and it's very, very low here in Querétaro. So I don't think that will happen.
So, fun fact, yesterday, Mai made cookies for Alaska. So they're like peanut butter, banana, and oat cookies. And Alaska is getting mad at me because I'm eating her cookies. So she's right down here below me, just looking at me with her big eyes. You want it? Okay, I'll give it to you. There you go. Good girl.
Hi.
Mai, you should order something for dinner.
Yes, maybe.
I can stay on the stream while you go look for whatever you want.
You want something?
I'm okay. I can find something here. Or if you get something that has extra, I'll share it with you.
Okay, I'll go do that.
Okay. So she's getting blood work in the morning. Oh, I'm sorry. As she was going away, I accidentally shoved the chair into her. Now she's about to hit me with a pillow. So she has to get blood work in the morning, and she can't eat after 7:30 tonight. So she has to go figure out something for dinner. Oh, here's another one of the love languages, touching. That's right. Yeah, that's probably my biggest physical touch. And acts of service was the last one. That's right. Martha y Mario with the $10 super chat. Thank you very much. Pago de enganche. I don't know what that means. I don't know what enganche means. Payment of something. But thank you very much. I'm sure someone will share in the chat what enganche means, and then I'll be educated. Erwin, thanks for that 99-cent super chat. And Erwin with a $1.99 super chat. When are y'all having kids? I don't know. It probably won't be more than a few years out. In response to the cookies, nice, yummy, LOL. Give her some. Hello. Chango Maru, thanks for the 50 peso super chat. Been subbed forever, but just resubbed on my new channel also. Cool, thank you. I'm visiting Mexico now, and your videos are the reason I want to see Querétaro. Awesome, yeah. Querétaro is pretty cool. It's a nice place. I like it. Ken asks, tech question, what are you using as a camera? Right now I'm just using my laptop, but when I'm filming, either a GoPro 10 or a Sony RX100 Mark 7 usually. What do you use for editing? I don't do my own editing. I'm not sure what software my editor uses. And he recently bought the Mac Mini, or like the Mac computer that's like this size, and then you just hook it up to a monitor. And Ganche is a down payment. Okay, cool. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Oh, Jerry says subscriber is enganche. And we have some other people saying down payment. Okay, cool. This view is so good. You sit facing the other direction usually, right? Yeah, so tonight I was expecting it to rain, so that's why I'm not outside on the patio, which is over that way. And then out this way looks at the golf course. Anything you don't like about Mai now that she's not here? Nothing I would say now that I wouldn't say in front of her. Do you want to fight with me? Yeah, let's go. What is the cost of editing your or anyone else's video? So I pay my editor, depending on the length and complexity of the video, the cheapest these days is like 125 US dollars, and the most expensive has been $500. And also, like, sometimes I'll pay him more if it's on a time crunch. For example, there was a video 2 weeks ago that I had to finish in like 2 days instead of the normal 5 days that I give him. And I gave him a nice bonus for working late nights to finish that one. So in that case, he got a $200 bonus. Love your channel despite your hippie haircut. This is just like me not getting a haircut in a long time. And yeah, I know I need one. Yep, per video. So making one video a week that usually ends up costing, well, I also pay him for some other stuff, like doing some work for Facebook, basically converting YouTube videos into a different format that I want for Facebook. So my editing services usually end up costing probably somewhere in the $1,400 a month range. But I think I need a second editor because he doesn't have enough time for me to edit all the videos that I want him to edit. Do you still have 5 maids? No, I had 2 that would come, but they're not going to come anymore because I discovered something missing from my home, and now they're no longer invited back. Besides YouTube, do you have an additional stream of income? Your regular jobs? Everything related, or everything, well, almost all of my income is either YouTube or related to YouTube. But like, I also earn some dividends from stocks and ETFs and such that I own. What was missing? So the thing I noticed that was missing was a pot. Hey, you're back. Bienvenida. Like a cooking pot. After I bought a new set of cookware, I noticed one from my old set missing. And I noticed that because that was my favorite one to use. So. Margaret, thanks for the super chat. Have you thought about a meet and greet? Yeah, that would be cool. Did you confront them, maids? No. And since it's something that's not super valuable, I don't think I'm going to. I'm just not inviting them back. Have you ever used Fiverr for editing gigs? I've tried, but all of the editing gigs on Fiverr are like, okay, I'll do a maximum of a 2-minute video. Oh, but pay for my super premium service and you can get your video as long as 10 minutes. But almost all of my videos are longer than 10 minutes. So like that doesn't work for me. So I was looking though at Upwork as a potential place to find editing services. Question for you. I don't even know if you know what this is. Do you know what Taco Bell is?
Yes,
Okay.
those are not tacos.
Those are not tacos. I agree. Wow, your editing seems high. Do you do your own? Did you do your own with your last channel partner? They're very time intensive, or do you not know how to edit? I don't know how to edit, and yes, it's not cheap. However, I needed someone that number one really knows what they're doing, like is highly skilled. Number two is in my same time zone, so a lot of editors are over there in like Iran or India or Eastern Europe, um, and the time zone difference just makes it really difficult. And then also, I needed someone who is totally bilingual in Spanish and English, so that narrows it down a lot as well. So I have a Mexican editor. How'd you meet Jacob and collaborate your last video? I watched his as well. Well, so we've been commenting on each other's channel for quite a while. And then I just sent him a message on Instagram saying, hey, I'm in Vegas. I want to get together for a video. I don't think we've ever had that request. Yeah, I'm going to say no. What do you think, Mike?
I don't think
I'll
so.
kiss her on the cheek.
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't like it to be forced. Talking about a meetup. I guess we'll organize it. See you in September. Oh. Keeping it G. Aw. Aw. Mexican Spec says, what kind of car are you looking for? Cars are my forte. Preferably, like I'm open to various things, but preferably like a small SUV that's all-wheel drive, something like that. So something that I could drive around the city and get decent gas mileage, but could also take it up into the mountains, maybe go on some roads that aren't the best. Just don't make it a Michael Jackson kiss. Oh, I don't know that reference.
Mm.
Mai, do you like the beach?
Mm.
Cancun or Huatulco?
I don't know. Because I went to Huatulco a long time ago, and honestly, I didn't like it.
Why not?
Um,
I hear so many good things about it.
because the sand was full of a lot of like
Stones,
small
little.
stones or something.
So it wasn't soft sand.
It wasn't soft sand, and I couldn't even sit in the sand and things like that. So it was pretty uncomfortable being there. I spent just a couple of days there. I would love to go there again and give it a second try, but right now I think I will say Cancun. Yeah, maybe.
The beach in Cancun is so nice.
Mm.
The sand there is perfect. Beso before beso? What does this mean? Like a kiss before kiss, but I don't understand. Or is that the Michael Jackson thing? I don't know. What's the most you've won in Vegas? So one time there was a Buffalo Gold machine. The minimum bet there is 60 cents. I put a $5 bill in and I was betting minimum. And then when I was down to about $2, hit a free game. And on that free game, it just went on and on and on. I kept getting more and more free games and ended up winning $1,100 that time. And then another time I was playing video poker and I hit a royal flush, which was $1,000. Those are by far my two biggest wins. Ali Sayed, thanks for the super chat. Prediction for Mexico tourism for the next 2 years? No, I don't have any predictions. Continuing as it has been, if I had to guess. Nicholas, thanks for the $4 super chat. I appreciate that. What'd you end up ordering, by the way?
Huh?
What did you order?
Japanese food.
Sushi?
No, miso soup. Not sushi.
Justin, is $5.15 enough for a kiss? I can go as high as $5.62 if forced, but not higher because of gas prices. Just play, obviously. I don't think $5.15 is enough.
Mm-mm.
$5.62. I don't know. What do you think?
No.
Why y'all want to see them kiss so badly?
Michael Jackson kiss a fake.
Like a fake kiss? Okay. How do y'all deal with fights? She wins, I lose.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Sign that. Now.
Sign that.
More than 800 people are watching you, so sign that.
We have almost 900, 850 on YouTube and about 50 on Facebook. I meant to say beso, beso, beso instead of beso before beso, like they chant at weddings to get the people to kiss. What is your golf handicap? Right now, I'm super inconsistent. So, for example, like last time I played, my putting was amazing. My short irons were pretty good. My long irons were terrible. And my driving, I could hit it 330 down the fairway, or I could hit it 50 yards out of bounds. So it was super inconsistent. So like right now, I'm like a 15 handicap. I've been as low as a +1. A friend of mine went into the stratosphere and with one pull on a $5 machine won $62,500. They comped a nice dinner that night. That's crazy. You almost never hear about huge wins on the first pull. That's insane.
Well, I think you should. I mean, Japanese food, it has a lot of variety of delicious dishes. And talking about sushi, Japanese food is like saying like you just tried tacos
For Mexican
from
food.
Mexican food. I mean, it's just a small part. It's like the street food in Japan. So you should give a try to any other dishes from Japanese food.
Yeah, for example, there's this restaurant in Querétaro. It's called Ichiban. I'm going to put in spelling in the chat here.
It's not.
No, I spelled it wrong?
Yes.
Ichiban?
Yes.
Is it like this? Okay.
Yes.
Ignore the first one. It says the second one is the correct spelling. But that's a really good Japanese place here that has a lot more than sushi.
And we loved it.
Yeah. V asks, this is a question for Justin, I think. How do you put odd numbers in for the super chats? Do you have to be a member? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Do you do any fishing in Mexico? I've never been fishing here. Lion says, this is not live stream. Yes, this is live stream. We're live right now. You haven't purchased a car? No, working on it. Like, need a couple $1,000s more. I think I'll be able to do it this month, or like within the next 30 days, I mean. Let's start a GoFundMe for their kissing dares. What has been the biggest source of conflict in your relationship? I'm going to say language barrier. Like, for example, one time I said that something she did disappointed me. And for me, this was a very minor thing. But her translation of disappointment in Spanish was something really serious, like something that might cause a breakup. Like you just wouldn't use the Spanish word for disappointed unless it was super, super serious. And it, like in English, that can be serious in certain contexts, but like in this context, it wasn't. It was pretty minor. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you agree that language issues?
Half of it.
Okay, what's the other half? Do you want to share or no?
I don't want to share.
Okay, that's fine. You'll have to tell me later.
You know that.
I'm sure I know, but it's not coming to mind right now. Justin with a 1062 super chat. +1 is amazing. A manager that works for me is a +6. Oh, I was like, +1, what are you talking about? Golf. You're talking about golf. A manager that works for me is a +6. Like, so +6, that's when you're talking like PGA Tour level. Like you have to be like, or if not PGA Tour, like at least you're playing golf professionally. Maybe you're on the Corn Ferry Tour or one of the other tours. He crushes the ball. He'd be on the tour if he could putt. He grew up with Spieth and Scotty Scheffler. Odd numbers on computer. Okay, so maybe you can't do it from your phone. Wow, +6. That's crazy good. Like once you hit like scratch, it is so hard to get your handicap any better. And like once you go into the plus range, like improving at all is so freaking hard. She's not smiling. Should have seen her earlier when someone asked me a question. She couldn't stop laughing for like 15 minutes.
I can sing, but I don't know if I can sing any Ana Gabriel songs.
Do you know who she is, though?
Yes.
You look like her when she was young.
No, I'm gonna look for. I can't remember which song Ana Gabriel sings. I'm gonna Google it.
Do you disagree with that? You look like her when she was young.
I don't know. How did she look when she was young? I can remember her face nowadays, but in the past, I don't. This is the actual hair.
Well, I would have to. That's from her current age.
Yeah, but when she was younger, I don't know.
Does Juriquilla have a driving range? So yeah, the Juriquilla golf course has a driving range here. but I'm not a big fan because you have to hit off math. What is it? Oh, it's a cat. Aska sees a cat out there. Get it! Get it! So Hurricane driving range. Yes, there is one, but you have to hit off mats, and it's not long enough where you can hit a driver. So I'm not a big fan of it. For you.
Hi. Yeah, I love K-pop. I like J-pop, but I don't know much about J-pop, honestly. I love music from Eric Fukusaki, but it's the only one I follow, and I really enjoy his music because he's nowadays making a very interesting combination about Latin rhythms and Japanese music. So I love that.
What do you like to drink? Do you like tequila? I usually go with like liquor mixed with like soda water or like some cocktail. And yeah, I like tequila. I like mezcal. I like whiskey. Those are those that I normally go to. How about you, Maya?
Yeah, I like tequila. Mm.
Hi, you are right. Jordan is wrong. Signed, Jordan Tangerine. Keep this Maya's proof. I got a ribeye like a week ago, and I gave Laska the bone, and she was just playing with it over there, and she dropped it all the way down the stairs just now. Here's a question for you.
I'm 31, almost 32.
Francisco, thanks for the $10 super sticker. Appreciate that.
Hi. Ah,
Kitty, we don't have any more cookies for you. We already took you for a walk. Jordan, do you like
Los
Los
Ángeles
Azules?
Azules.
I don't know what that is.
It's
So,
a Mexican group.
what kind of music? You don't know.
I'm singing a song of Los Ángeles Azules right now, but it's like I don't know.
Okay.
Let me look. But her music is pretty cool.
Justin says, I'm 46, almost 13, just for the record. $46, almost 13. Okay, for a moment there, I was going to guess that you. What's that?
Cumbia.
Cumbia.
Los Ángeles Azules plays cumbia.
Okay. When you said this, Justin, I was thinking that maybe you were born on February 29th. So that's how that could work out. But the math doesn't work. Cumbia.
Yes.
Ángeles Azules.
Yeah.
How's Laska doing? Did she have surgery? Yes, she had surgery. She improved for about the first 6 weeks, and I don't know, since then she hasn't really gotten much better. I was hoping for more improvement than I've seen. And then every now and then she does something stupid that like she regresses a little bit or she's limping for a couple of days.
Mike, ¿qué tienes en tus ojos? She's asking what she? No, he. Sorry. Just some glitter stickers, and that's all.
They're like, what's the word for that in English? I forget.
I'll go to pick my food. Be
Okay.
right back.
I knew the word in English, but I forget. But they're like, I don't know, kind of like little fake diamonds. Maybe someone can remind me of the English word. Sequins. That's the word I was looking for. Or rhinestones. Yeah, I guess. Or sequins like the flat, flashy things. Bedazzle? Bling bling? I'm not smart enough to do leap year math anyway, but I appreciate the thought. Alaska, stay. Manuel asks, so is Alaska pure husky, maybe Malamute? No, she's way too small to be Malamute. She doesn't have any papers or anything, but I saw both of her parents, and both of her parents look like Siberian huskies. And she definitely looks like Siberian too. And she's only like 40 pounds, 20 kilos or so. So she's way too small to be a Malamute. So yeah, I think she's pure Siberian husky. But you know what, guys? Since my food is arriving, I think I'll end the stream here. In fact, I'm getting hungry myself. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate it. And thank you to all you moderators here who have been cleaning up the spam during this live stream. There have been a lot of them. I think I'm going to do that from now on YouTube, where I require it to be subscribers, because that was super annoying with that one spammer earlier. But thank you to everyone who's a channel member and everyone who joined today, and especially everyone who sent super chats. That's super helpful for me to be able to purchase a car soon. That's really going to help a lot, and will help us get on the road sooner and start making some more travel videos again shortly. So thank you everyone for joining, and hope you have a good night.